Germany. Some of them in patrols had already crossed into Germany itself. I learned that the American patrols had gone over the border when I went up to the front lines of the Third Army late last night. Because of heavy enemy resistance between Metz and Nancy, I was unable to proceed further. But early today, with advanced units of the Third Army, I was able to look across into Germany itself, a vivid demonstration of how far this tremendous army has come.
Along the banks of the Rhine River, less than 300 miles west of Berlin. Responding to reports that his Third Army might have trouble facing the heavily armored Nazi Royal Tiger tanks, General Patton characteristically said, "We've got the finest tanks in the world. We just love to see the Germans come up on the field," adding that speed and maneuverability are the while British Prime Minister Winston Churchill said he looks forward to the day when he will personally cross the Rhine on a mission of diplomatic victory.
Those advancing blisters or retreating blisters?
What's Patton got going? They with Lana Turner?
Better.
Better.
Margaret Bork White.
You mean that dog came in here last night? That's who that is? From Life magazine?
That's the one. All right. Here's where we crossed.
Sir, orders were that Field Marshal Montgomery should be the first to cross the Rhine.
You think I give a damn what they told Monty? Are we here first or are they? There she is.
Come on, she must be a front for some guy.
Or Patton's girlfriend.
Nah, he's not good enough for her.
Just like a woman taking her own sweet time.
Correspondent Bork White reporting.
Hail time is it?
0700, sir.
What do you think this is? A tea party? I got an objective to fulfill.
So do I, sir.
And this bridge?
We think it's relatively safe, sir.
Good. Keep your eyes open.
Just keep my jowls out of it.
Remember that. The airfield?
Sir. Yes, sir. A request from some of the men.
Nothing too good for my men.
Well, we were wondering, sir, if Miss Bork White wouldn't mind giving us all a good luck kiss before we move out.
You hear that, Bork White?
Yes, sir. May as well start right here.
Don't worry. Rock's with you at the broadside of a barn.
Hill, one of them could get lucky. Really want to risk your life to save some goddamn camera?
The Lord does not desire that you be destroyed. He wants to help you. He wants to heal you. He wants to save you from the fire that's
Why don't I have a camera?
to you. Give yourself over to Jesus. He wants to love you, and you must love him. Oh, do you hear me, children? Will you be ready for him? Don't be afraid. He's out here for you. Oh, come to Jesus. He shed his blood for you.
Your pictures will be back Thursday about 3 o'clock.
Thank you. to explain this. Yeah, I have a camera, but I don't have it here, and I need to borrow a camera.
Junior's up to something cute?
Junior, no. I can't miss the moment here.
The moment? You sound like a real shutterbug.
I'm serious. I'm a serious person. You can understand that, can't you?
Yes.
You're a serious person.
Yes.
I want to borrow that camera.
You want to borrow this camera? This is a very expensive camera.
I know.
Do you know anything about cameras? Show me. The holders are loaded. Want to leave a deposit?
You hold on to this. I'll be back.
Anything else?
Bag of peanuts? I don't think you've got it.
God said to John, I will give you these signs that will portend the end of this world. He wants to save you. He wants to help you. All of you, listen to me. He wants to save you. That is why he sent his son to this place, so that you may live. Let him give you salvation, or the results will be utter destruction. You will...
You just don't fall, all right?
I'm not gonna fall. I like it up here.
What is it with you in this city? These flats?
It's alive, Beamy. It's alive and vital and mysterious and strong. Is that crazy?
Yeah. But you stay that way, kiddo, okay?
Okay.
I'm impressed. Nobody has ever photographed the terminal tower like this.
Thank you.
I can't say it hurts to be so young and pretty either. Do you have a beau, may I ask?
You may, but I may not tell you.
What can I do for you, Margaret?
Give me a chance to show I can do work like this in Cleveland. I need accounts. Bork White Studio has expenses.
It's no problem. You'll pay your bills. But, what can I do for you, my dear little Margaret?
Can you get me into a steel mill?
Average yearly earnings for fair workers are among the highest in the nation, Department of Agriculture reports. Average yearly
The bank president's secretary said
By the way.
the president wants 450 prints of that
Big, fat, stupid, hideous steer.
by tomorrow.
By tomorrow.
And I, of course, have nothing better to do
You have nothing better to do, Ernie.
than to stay there for 24 hours and print 450 pictures of a steer for you. Well, you know, there's nothing I wouldn't do for you, Margaret Burke-White.
Bork.
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 Every man is your slave, especially now with that exotic moniker.
Bork White.
Yeah, you laugh, but you'll remember it. Amazing what a little dash between your mother and father's last name.
Amazing, yeah. Plus that smile, those lips, those eyes.
That steer. He's here.
What's the matter? You didn't like the picture?
Yeah, well, the hell with them. I like lamb chops anyway.
Who is it?
Now you've done it. She's opening an all-night photo emergency service.
First of all, I want you to know I'm drunk.
You are? Well, I'm drunk too.
I don't think this fella wants a snapshot.
I don't think you need us anymore.
No, I don't.
They don't know.
No.
I miss you, Margaret.
I miss you too, Chappie.
Why didn't you tell your friends about me yesterday?
I don't know.
Margaret, we were married. Divorced. I think about it all the time.
I didn't say I didn't think about it. Past is in a closet and I shut the door.
Can we open the door again?
No. We can't. Your mother would really,
My mother. Why are we talking about my mother? That's not the point.
Well, it is the point. She never left us alone.
We have to go through all of that again. She was my mother for 30 years.
I know. I was just your wife.
And what kind of a wife? Climbing around on buildings? You embarrassed me.
Thank you.
You agreed to marry me, to be my wife.
And I embarrassed your mother.
Oh, forget my mother. And what happened to closing the door on the past?
Hello? Mr. Moskowitz? Well, of course I remember. Yes. You did? Otis Steele? Yes. Yes, I do. Yes. I'll be there at 8 o'clock. Thank you. Goodbye. It isn't you, Chappie. It's me. I just didn't know what it meant to be married. You know, I'm not a person who can be married or should be married. I can't help the way I see things. I want to see everything.
What does that got to do with love, Margaret?
Love? I don't know. Marriage. It has everything to do with marriage.
Don't think of leaving me blue. I know my heart's beating for you.
And the fact that something is functional may be precisely what makes it beautiful. Certainly not the first person to think of that.
Well, it's nice to know there are a few others who have made contributions to 20th century
Excuse
thought.
me, I'm trying to make a point. But to get people to really see that beauty, it's important to change the viewer's point of reference.
I can't make head or tail out of what this girl is saying.
Well, but she is saying something, I promise you. She's highly talented. She's been taking architectural pictures that are as good as anything I've seen. But she has real ideas about art and industry.
So to make people really see that point, you have to change the viewer's reference point. And that means I have to climb around a little bit. Hard. Well, it's fun, actually.
I can imagine having a few ideas about her.
Am I being a silly bore?
Margaret, I want you to meet Elroy Koulas. He heads up the Otis steel plant you find so aesthetically pleasing.
How do you do?
I understand you're interested in industry, young lady. It's a funny interest for a pretty girl.
No, not really. You see, my father was an inventor, and ever since I was little, he used to take me to watch them making steel. I waited and waited for the big pour.
You know that moment when the whole world is illuminated with that magnificent molten light? Don't you think it must have been like that on Mount Olympus when Zeus threw a thunderbolt?
You mean a steel factory?
Yes, a steel factory.
My goodness, I never thought of myself as Zeus.
Well.
And I suppose you're Athena. Is there anything your old dad can do for you, Athena?
I'd like to take photographs inside the Otis steel plant, Mr. Kulis.
Well, you know, women are prohibited. An active steel plant is not a safe place. Men even faint from the heat and fume.
Oh, I won't faint. And I won't get in the way, and you won't be disappointed, I promise you that. Your work is at the center of everything that's beautiful and strong in this country. And I'd like to make it possible for everyone
Margaret?
to see that. Hi. Excuse me.
Ever tangled with a gardener, Elroy?
Can't wait for this one.
Just be patient. Margaret, who was that guy the other night?
What guy?
You know, the guy in the coat when Ernie and I were at your apartment.
Nobody. There's no detail, Beamy. There's nothing.
Oh, it's underexposed. Only I could get my hands on some of that Eastman infrared film.
Yeah, except it's for moving pictures, Beamy.
Moving pictures. That's not art, that's babysitting.
I just got an idea.
I've got the flare ready. Here, take it. Make sure you fill the shadows with light. Closer.
Are we here to burn me up or take some pictures?
Come on.
Parker Smith, how about those steel mill photos? Did you get the man who took them?
It's not a man, Henry.
What is it? Is it a dog?
No, a girl.
What? Girl? Must be some mistake.
Well, we'll find out soon. He, she, or it is arriving today.
Wilson, let me see this copy. No. Time has Catholics reading it. Lots of them.
What is this? Look, this is the Pope. You can't come out and say that the Pope says that coeducation is harmful to Christian training. You can't say that. Now see what you can do with this.
Henry Luce, this is
Margaret Bork-White, The Story of Steel, right? Is that what you're about, molten steel? You shoot your pictures for fun or what? Huh? Is it
Thank you.
Miss White?
Bork-White.
Miss Bork-White, we want to start a new publication, Fortune, about 8 months. Allow the camera to explore every corner of business.
From the steam shovel to the chairman of the board, we want to use the camera as an interpreter. We want to stretch it and use it to tell the entire story of American industry. Make the camera equal partners with the print. Isn't that a nice idea?
Yes. Are you offering me a job?
Yes. That's why I had you come here from where? Was it Cleveland?
Did you tell him we need? Yeah. Hello, Mr. Anderson. Look.
Come on, Beamy, hurry.
Wish I had a nickel for every time you said hurry to me. Well, this is it.
I want you to be proud of me.
I'm already proud of you. I want you to be proud of yourself.
July
July 1929. This is some age we live in.
Not many girls around like you. All ready for a life of work and travel. I'm surprised you aren't married.
So am I.
I just can't believe that a girl that is as bright and as pretty as you are hasn't got a full dance card.
I just never figured out how to dance and play the instruments at the same time. You know what I mean?
Well, how wonderfully funny. Well, listen, since we aren't playing the instruments right now, would you like to dance?
Yes, I would.
Thank you, Daniel.
Henry, I've got to get on top of the motor to get the best angle.
You can't get on top of that, doll.
Margaret, I'm sure there's some other way.
Not really.
Nice pair on that girl, huh?
Well, she's a professional photographer. I don't see what that has to do.
You must need stronger glasses.
No. Now, what she is, she's very, very, very talented. That's the point.
Henry, how do you like this angle?
When I said I wanted an overview,
Well, this is it. An overview.
I was never much for climbing myself.
Oh, this is great. Here, let me lean over.
Don't do it, Margaret.
I'm doing it already.
Look, don't go falling down. If you fall...
What? I'll sue. Oh, I can't sue. I'll be dead.
Look, don't even try it. Maybe we should try something else.
You want the shot?
Of course I do.
Then just hang on. Hope my coat isn't too worn out.
Worn out?
And with what you pay me?
This isn't the time to discuss that, Margaret.
Isn't this place wonderful?
Must cost you a minute.
Well, it does, but that's all right because I just bagged another ad account. I want to put the aquarium over here. The snakes over there.
Snakes?
Mm-hmm. When I was younger, I wanted to be a herpetologist.
Well, I wanted to be a geologist, but you don't see me carting rocks around.
You really wanted to be a geologist?
Yes.
It's not the kind of thing girls usually want.
Or that they usually get. My father died, I learned to type. Helped Mother.
My father died when I was in college.
Hello. Fabulous place.
You met Janie, my secretary?
We can just make the opening night curtain.
One tiny job to do first at a Fifth Avenue bank.
Oh, what about the theater?
We can get there sooner if you'll grab my camera bag. See you later.
Have a pleasant evening.
And though reassurances were made after last Thursday's trading, any suspicion that there might be a panic became a panic. By estimate, nearly 6 million shares have changed hands by this hour, as the blue chip stocks are being...
How will Lewis move ahead, Parker? After last night, Wall Street is in a shambles. Our printing company is going into bankruptcy.
No, Henry, he's still hell-bent on putting out this magazine. I hear the paper company laid off 600 workers today, and they may have to let more go. What, are you starting a dog walking service?
Why? Is it too much?
By the way, in case you missed the news, the stock market crashed last night.
Tell me something I don't know.
She reads the papers.
Actually, I never read the paper. I was in a bank last night doing the first national layout.
You were... Henry! Henry, get out here!
Margaret, did you get those pictures?
I got exactly what the agency wanted. You have no idea.
Sure, she didn't take
any pictures. People were going back.
Margaret, do you mean to tell me that you were in a bank and you didn't...
You mean you didn't photograph what was happening?
I photographed what I was supposed to photograph.
Margaret, is this a pose? Are you unaware of what happened last night? Look, we cover the news. We cover the news. Try and remember that the next time the world falls apart.
Unbelievable. And reports of stockbrokers leaping from windows continue to circulate. Chase National's Albert Wiggins has said,
I know
quote,
that.
None of the corporations I am...
How do you do, everyone? For the dancers, we offer you Benny Goodman and his orchestra. And at the Stork Club, Eddie Duchin and his orchestra.
Isn't that Erskine Caldwell? He's made quite a splash in the city this season. Not bad looking for a social reformer.
Mr. Caldwell, I can't tell you how much I enjoyed God's Little Acre. But really, didn't you exaggerate some of the degeneracy to make a point?
Maybe you should come with me next time. See for yourself.
Who's that? Debutante of the year?
That's Mark. Doesn't look like someone who spends all her time with machines, does she?
I hear you're doing a book about the real South.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
And I heard you've been talking to photographers. So how come you haven't been talking to me?
I am talking to you. No, I saw a picture of you in one of those magazines, and I was afraid my wife, Helen, might take a very dim view of me working.
Helen, my... What's the real reason?
Well, it seems to me that your pictures aren't so much about people as they are things. So that doesn't make you my kind of photographer.
I always use people.
You see, that's just it. Use is not the right word.
I didn't mean used like that.
For the role people play in a picture or a text. People are what makes the world go round. And it's people I want to show in my book. Their faces, their pain, their joy. When you use people, instead of knowing them, you're walking away from history. I want to see how tall a man really stands when he's working on an assembly line, doing the same job over and over, hour after hour, 1,000,000 times a day. I want to see how a woman feels when she breaks her back working in a cotton field 12, 14 hours, and then comes home to find her children crying because there's nothing to eat. I'm not demeaning your talent or anything. It's just that I think your pictures are too perfect.
Oh, please, do me the favor of not backtracking. Nothing is learned that way. I want this assignment. And there isn't anything I can't manage. I've been places no other woman has ever been.
I've read that.
I want to say I'd do anything to work with you. But that kind of talk would probably strike you as exaggerated.
Probably would.
So I won't say it.
But you just did.
Yes, I did.
I've been meaning to do for years, Dad. Go to Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, every place. If this photographer comes up to snuff.
Skinny, I don't know why you got ants in your pants about roaming all over creation these dog days or something. Trees look nicer in the fall anyway.
You checking the hotel yet?
Hasn't checked in.
Where the hell she is?
Afternoon, Sally.
Good afternoon, Mr. Caldwell. I really don't know. I sent a reminder about the date 2 weeks ago.
Pride wounded, Skinny?
What? Business, Dad, business.
Yeah. Maybe the young lady just missed her train.
Maybe.
Her skin was hot and damp, and blood ran from her mouth where she had bitten her lips. That's not bad for a preacher's son. You got me packed?
Might as well get you unpacked.
What could that mysterious comment mean?
Caldwell's secretary called. Says that since you can't be serious and arrive on time, Caldwell's calling off the trip.
What? I was leaving tonight.
Well, don't yell at me, Margaret.
Can you believe that arrogant southerner? Take a telegram. Mr. Caldwell, stop. It was essential that I get my affairs in order before leaving. Stop. Had to complete important research.
For this assignment. I will be at the Columns Hotel in Augusta on the morning of July 16th. Please meet me there. Sincerely, Margaret Bork White. Hogwash, if you ask me.
Didn't.
and that would make $30. Well, the Senate, it's got to go before the Senate yet. I think the Senate should raise that at least 5 or 10 more. And $40,
I'll be using that. I need access to my notebooks.
You're sitting back here. I've got to sit up there and talk to Erskine. You're so quiet. You're a funny writer. You don't seem to have a laugh in you.
Okay, here we go.
Now hold your head like
Boys,
this.
they help you in the field?
Get your foot up.
Well, we're trying
Don't
to
move.
send them to school, but we need them to
Erskine,
help their mother.
something you want to be asking them while I'm doing this?
Nope.
Sally, make sure they hold that pose. Now don't look at the camera.
Ma'am? Yeah?
Can you move that teacup a little closer
Well.
to you?
So you were saying that was the winter your husband died?
Yes, sir. It was the winter my husband and my sister both died.
Move the teacup to the
Hard
left.
to lose so many people. My own mother
Erskine,
died
can
a
you
while
move?
back.
She keeps looking at you. I need her concentration. Can you just keep your head just like that? Uh-huh.
Lots of people having a tough time these days.
You're right. Just a little, Sally.
Why is that?
I need you to hold the light.
Okay. What was that you were saying, Rebecca?
Hold it low.
I understand.
Want
your
to
feelings.
hear where I can
Let's
drink
try
my
to get
coffee
back
out.
to your plans for your family.
No.
Well, we gotta get a car.
See, it makes for better composition like this. You just sit there.
Hold still. That's going to make a nice picture. You just sit there.
So where y'all going?
California.
Erskine, can you move?
Lots of people going to California. I think that might be a good place for me to go.
Sally, grab that bag. Listen, you've got to concentrate when I talk to you about the lighting. When I say low, I mean about 45 degrees. That's right here.
I don't need a lesson in geometry.
That's uncalled for, Sally.
I was not hired to fetch for you. My job...
Your job is to work with
Please.
us.
I was hired to take notes and book lodgings.
I can't have this crap, ladies.
What, Erskine? Well, she has to learn.
Who has to learn? Margaret, I want to thank you for your time, but this project is over. It isn't working out.
I don't agree. We've seen some great things, and my photographs...
I've never heard such bullshit in my life. That woman back there, she doesn't even know what the word composition means.
I've been making mistakes. Why didn't you just tell me?
telling you now. As far as I'm concerned, this whole thing is a washout.
Well, I've tried to work with you.
Have you ever heard the saying about being a fly on the wall? You listen and you learn.
I didn't know you wanted a photographer who was like a fly on the wall. I can do that. Why didn't you just say that instead of saying the whole trip is over?
One farmer blames the Civil Works Administration, saying the CWA pays workers so much money that farmers cannot compete, keeping farmhands.
Come in.
All around. I'm not going to get discouraged, though. In fact,
Sorry it's so late.
It's all right.
Margaret, I've been thinking about it, and I think the best thing is for you to leave tomorrow. There's a bus leaving for New York at 10 o'clock.
Erskine, sit down. We better talk about this.
What's there to talk about? You and I are incompatible.
Good work is difficult under any circumstances. I have a different way of approaching things.
Differently? The project's not worth much when one of us doesn't care about what's going on.
I know what's going on, and I don't like the way I'm being treated. That's what's going on. I've read your books. I don't see any of what I read there in you. You're cold. You're mean. You have no compassion, no insight. I'm good at what I do. And if I wasn't doing something right, why didn't you help me?
You know, I
think
tried
I need
to...
you to do this project? I can do it without you. I don't need a tour guide, so you leave and I'll stay.
Shut up.
Make me.
In North Dakota, there is no grass for cattle as temperatures rise to the highs of 90 and 100 degrees. There is still no rain predicted. Minnesota's Farm Council has mocked Washington's crop predictions this year as
Sally.
overly optimistic.
I'm gonna be just a few minutes. We got a few stops today.
Soil as far away as New York City and Washington, D.C., reminding those in the East why.
This is great. They gave this big dance for me before I left Spain. And I didn't understand what any of my partners were saying, so by the end of the night, I was saying, see.
What were they doing? Asking you to marry them?
Exactly. By the end of the night, I said I'd marry 10 Spaniards.
You all right, Sally? You're awfully quiet.
I'm fine.
I didn't
Married
marry
them. Glad you didn't. Glad you didn't marry them.
Me too.
President Roosevelt added his signature to the executive order, and the NRA folded its molten blue wings and sank
Any messages?
down to
Sally, I didn't know you were leaving.
You didn't know I was here.
Lord, protect me now.
Every day our book gets more and more real to me. I used to think you were a good writer.
Yeah?
Now I think you're a great writer.
You're not bad yourself.
I'm scared.
Don't be scared.
cotton was late again this year. Said he wished he'd planted more sorghum.
That's a pretty girl you got there.
What?
Pretty girl you got there.
Yep, sure is. Foreigner. She's learning.
Look at this car. I saw her go inside. There she is. Look. Be careful.
Beautiful baby, ma'am.
She's sick. Born like this. Cries all the time.
Oh.
No. Oh,
She hungry?
it's the colic. Hard thing when you got 3 others. Of course, my girls is a help. The boy, he's always in everything.
How do you do that?
I set up my equipment
I
while
guess
my
that's
partner's
that boy's
talking.
on.
He's a
Yeah.
writer, so he has to talk.
But I ain't hardly got time for all this.
Look right through there.
My son's asked lots of
Hold
questions, too. I don't know the answers.
When you see a picture of your sisters you like, you squeeze that. That's good.
Think your son's gonna be a photographer.
I saw an ad I photographed on the wall back there. It made me sad. Things those people will never have.
Yeah.
This trip has changed me. It's changed everything.
Well, it's good you see once you've been shown. There's a lot of people that never really see the reality of the poverty in this country.
Look at that.
Huh?
We've got to stop.
Howdy! Pretty day.
Y'all put that camera right back in the car.
That's all right. I just want to take a shot of your men.
You don't take no pictures here without a permit. You got a permit?
Not exactly, See, Captain, this lady's visiting with us down here in the South, and I'm sort of showing her around.
You sure somewhere else?
I knew you wouldn't mind if the little lady just took a picture or two.
Y'all get moving. Don't think you come down here and show us up for food with them pictures. No pictures.
Old Captain Tom took a pot shot at you, huh?
Sure did.
Well, maybe you deserved it riding around with a beautiful girl without a permit. Yeah, this ought to do you.
You know, maybe you better stamp that again, Junior. I'd hate for the good captain to make any mistakes.
Okay, if that's what you want, that's what you've got. And here you are. This will do it.
Thank you very much. Much obliged.
Take care of yourself now.
Junior Willison know damn well I can't read nothing like this.
I, Calvin Williston, Jr., do hereby give my permission to Miss Margaret Bourke White and Mr. Skinny Caldwell to take pictures in Hood's Chapel, Georgia.
I'll never live that name down.
You know that I have never told you that all I want to do is hold you. Although you've made me sad, you could make me glad. Say you'll always be my sweet baby doll. I'll take you walking in the moonlight. One kiss will last me for the whole night. Just say you'll be mine till the end of time.
doing?
I want a shot of those garters for my album.
I didn't know you did still lifes.
Don't worry, I won't get you in trouble with Helen.
You kidding? Honey, you could cause trouble with the oldest church deacon and a preacher's wife. Get over here, give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. You know what?
What?
I don't want this trip to ever end.
Well, you're gonna go home. So am I, and it'll be all right.
Maybe you don't understand. For me, this isn't just some casual love affair. What I'm saying is, I think I love you, Margaret Burke White. I don't know what's gonna happen next.
Nobody knows what's gonna happen next. Let's just be happy that this happened.
You know what you look like right now? You look just like a little kitty cat got caught in the breakfast cream. That's what I'm gonna call you from now on. Kit. Let me hear you purr.
Hey, remember me?
He's gone home, Henry. Now, what do you have for me?
Germany, France, and ideas of your own?
That's a dangerous question.
Let's hear the answer.
You want a good story, Henry? Send me to the Soviet Union.
The Soviet Union? You mean Russia? You know they've barred Western photographers.
I know.
Well, then how do you intend?
Don't worry, Henry. There's nothing I like better than opening a closed door.
So, when my little friend Maria tells me she's showing around beautiful American photographer, I cannot stay away.
German has always known where to find a beautiful woman.
It's not just that. You want to learn about our 5-year plan. I want to learn about America. So, now is Great Depression in America, no?
Yes.
You get big food lines without having revolution.
Yes. Oh, Maria, it's all right. Could you move up one step? Okay? Yes. Look at this. Hold it.
Good. Now it's time for vodka.
Yes.
Sit here. Very nice. Right. Here we have a great artist. And of course, pretty girl part doesn't hurt too.
German has a great deal of responsibility. He's president of the Republic of Georgia. People take notice of what he says.
A president? And you came all this way to see me. Do you bestow such honors on everyone, or am I special?
What was point of revolution if president can't ride around and see people? President is only one of the people. Of course, some don't think that. Some love power more than Soviet people. Who here would betray me to say that I speak against Stalin? I never speak against Stalin. I speak for revolution. I would rather die than have my mouth shut in front of men I trust. Life and love, an American girl.
Drink that.
It's late in the afternoon. I was getting tired. On this country road, I saw a prison chain gang. I think you'll like that one.
I almost drove right by them. Margaret saw them. I think you'll like her, Helen. She's a little difficult at first. She's an interesting person. Very bright.
I can smell her on your clothes.
We saw this woman nursing her baby. Had a nipple on it.
Hey, Margaret! Margaret! Tell us about the trip. Is it true Stalin personally signed your visa?
Yes, he did. I'll give you all the details in fortune.
Were they hostile? What about free love? We hear the conditions are absolutely primitive at the best. Is
I
that
have
true,
many
Margaret?
friends there, no.
What about you, Margaret?
Oh, are we on a first-name basis?
No,
Yeah,
really.
boys.
Who is the first woman photographer into Russia? What's the scoop on Margaret Bork-White?
The scoop is American photographer, not woman photographer. You know, the thing about the USSR is they have women everything. No one even mentions it. They even let women doctors.
Come on, Margaret. Tell us about yourself. Over here. Got a boyfriend?
Singular or plural?
Are you married, Margaret?
Yeah, we don't have time for that.
Hey, Margaret.
As performances were banned in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and Newark, New Jersey, Tobacco Road celebrated its 1,000th performance in New York City. It has long been known that plays are effective tools for shaping public opinion, and now so are photographs. The technique is strikingly demonstrated by Caldwell and Margaret Bork-White's book, Have You Seen Their Faces? In New York City,
To win the next election with this guy. Here you go, everybody. Pass him out. That's it, sister. Give him to your brother there. Thank you. Thank you.
Parker, where is she now?
Oregon, Corvallis.
Send her a telegram. You tell her it's her picture on Life's first cover.
Will she be taking a vacation now?
Well, I offered her one. She turned me down. You know Margaret, how she is. If she wants work, I've got it. We've got a whole world to show America, and Life's gonna show it first.
No. No, I told you the magazine's on a deadline.
Yeah, everything's a magazine. I tell you something, honey. Life magazine's not life. I'm life.
And I gotta get up at 5 o'clock. I'm working all day tomorrow. I'm probably gonna work
I can
through
just
the
hear
night.
it. Margaret, you know the work comes first.
Henry didn't say that. I said it.
You know, sometimes it's okay to make an exception.
Well, now is not that time.
Is there ever a right time? Oh, forget it.
Kid? Honey child?
is Margaret Burke White. Over. Can anybody hear me? This is Margaret Burke White.
News photographer, white woman, 35 years old, believed lost in the area of St. Margaretville.
Burke White, you hear me? It's Burke White, you hear me?
What kind of woman news photographer are you talking about, Wilbur?
Name's Burke White, gal from a magazine. Smart, too.
It's me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Lost down one of these saloons. Gotta go in after her.
Just a moment. I want you to send a telegram immediately.
Yes, sir.
I know you're safe. I love you.
Who's it go to?
Goes to Honey Child.
What's the address?
Somewhere in the swamps of Louisiana. Send it.
Still lost. Some guy keeps sending telegrams.
What kind?
The mushy kind. Listen, Honey Child, this has gone on long enough. Stop. Come home immediately and marry me. Stop. I can't take it anymore. Stop. Skinny.
Oh, I know that.
Hello, Helen? Sorry to call you. I didn't know who else to call.
What are you doing in my face?
Well, I came here to take some pictures.
What about an alligator?
Why not?
Margaret, how did you feel to be trapped in the swamp with just alligators?
Interesting.
Margaret, were you afraid you weren't going to get out alive?
No, I wasn't afraid. I was lonely.
Lonely? Yeah, how about that? Tell us so we can all...
Margaret, look at this guy. Give him a break.
Yeah, come on, Margaret. Marry the poor guy.
Hey, where are you going to spend your honeymoon, huh? Where are you going to spend
Take
your
this
honeymoon?
along. I just set the date.
No, I'm not getting married.
Not getting married.
I don't know why I said it.
You don't know? I don't know why the hell you'd say something like that. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I mean, why would you say something like that?
You know, I just got out of the swamp, Skinny. Why don't you call Helen?
Helen? Well, for one reason, I'm divorcing Helen.
Give me the phone.
You know, that's it. I should be calling you. Because that's the only way I'm ever going to be alone with you. That's it. That's it. Come on, let's get out of here.
Well, I just got home. Where? Where do you want to go?
Anywhere. As long as we can be away from Henry Luce. Come on, let's go. Come on, Margaret.
Skinny? Come here.
Okay.
Skinny?
What? Paper lock. Wish I'd have brought my clothespins.
Read this.
I, Erskine Caldwell, do hereby agree to abide by the following marriage agreement. 1, all quarrels will be talked out before midnight of the day on which they occur. Can't complain about that.
Go on.
2, I promise to be as courteous to my wife's friends as I am to my own. What if I'm rude to my friends?
You're always rude to your friends.
3, I will try to control my moods. 4, I will try on all occasions to be patient and understanding and not keep my wife from her work. And 5, what's yours is yours and what's mine is mine. Okay, by me, hand me the pen, lady.
I'm not gonna argue. Understand?
It's all yours.
Wait, put me down.
God is aiming to provide for me. Ready to receive his bounty any moment now. Any time now.
That's Tobacco Road. I'd recognize your work anywhere.
Oh, even out of context, she's very good, Lord. Thank you, God, for giving me the right woman at last.
Wait. Stop it. Ow. Put me down.
I take the stars right out of the sky. If you said I love you, I know my heart is true. Just look in my eyes, you'll see. My heart belongs to you. The moment you smiled at me, the stars fell down right out of the sky. We danced beneath the blue of the moon. The night was made for just
No.
you and me.
I think we should make a baby.
Yes, I want to.
Better be a girl. I know it will.
Do you? How do you know that?
I just know these things. We'll name her Patricia. You like that name?
Sort of.
Rose on you. Patricia. Yeah.
Once declaring peace in our time, Lord Chamberlain now concedes that Germany's overtures to Czechoslovakia are concerned.
I have a great story for you. May I close the door?
Well, no one has yet. You must have something spectacular to say, as usual. Got a picture of Chamberlain getting the news about Poland?
Guess what? I married him. Erskine Caldwell.
Well, I guess this is congratulations.
I promised. I said I would have a baby.
Does this mean you won't go to New Guinea?
Well, we finally have a home.
You sure Connecticut isn't too far from Henry Lou's?
Stop it. There's always another.
I knew it. I knew there was a catch.
Stop! Where's your sense of humor? Listen, I've got something that'll cheer you up.
Oh, yeah? Oh, what? A fifth of scotch?
I'm better. You're right.
Huh? Kid, come on. Come on. Hey, where are you
Don't
taking me?
look.
This is dangerous.
You'll see.
This is dangerous, Margaret. This is a joke. You're gonna make me step in a hole.
You won't be sorry.
Huh?
Okay, stop. Close your eyes.
Close. Can I open?
Open.
It's fantastic.
I hope the alphabet won't drive you crazy.
That's lovely, honey.
You like?
I love it for life.
What the integration pact between Stalin and Hitler?
Mr. President, did you think Germany would advance Czechoslovakia?
Mr. President, the treat is just fallen. You got anything to say about that? Why did Austria cave in to Hitler?
Mr. President, will you please look this way, sir?
Mr. President, tell us about this. Put your head back, sir. Organizing. What's happening there?
Big smile. We're going to send this for the president. Mr. President.
I need to get through here. Over.
Yeah, out of need.
Because you're a dame, you ain't allowed special privilege.
Hey, I think that's debatable.
Hey, Your Highness. How's the air down there, lady?
I'd like to rectify this situation.
It's poor quiet. It's poor quiet.
Hey, what?
The President wishes to express his deep regret over this unfortunate incident. But if you perhaps have a free moment this afternoon around 4 o'clock...
I do.
Good.
Huh. Well, thank you.
All right.
I'm happy to see you. Did you work here all day today? I got in. Had to get kicked in the ass first, but I got into Roosevelt's office.
A lousy day. Can't get it to come out right. Fiction writer's got about 10 good years in him, and then it's kaput.
You wrote 5 good pages yesterday, and you were happy as a clam. You'll be happy again tomorrow.
Ha! That's easy for you to say. You can snap 1,000 pictures and pick out the 10 you like the best. I can't do that. I can't write 1,000 words and just choose my favorites.
It's unfair, Skinny. You know you're good.
Ah!
Why are you doing this to yourself? Why are you doing this to me? This happens every time I come home.
I'm always alone.
I've got to get out of here. I've got work to do. I have something to say to you. When I didn't know what to do with my life, you told me to work and make that work mean something. And you were right. You liked who I was. Now you want me to be someone else. Someone who stays home and listens to you when you've had a bad day. If you really wanted someone like that, you would have stayed with Helen and left me alone. You remember the good work we did together? Well, I have to keep doing it, with or without you. Otherwise, I'm no good to anyone. I can't believe you want that, Skinny.
Waters continue to rise in the Mississippi River.
Man, do you know where Miss Margaret White is?
Secretary of War Wooding is on his way to the area to inspect the efficiency of the new Bud's Point floodway. Floodwaters are finally receding in the Ohio River as emergency crews continue rescue and containment efforts.
I'm going to stick around for a day or two and follow one of these families through the worst of it. What about you?
Well, if I can get a power boat, I need to head downriver.
I have 2 cables, one for Miss Margaret White, one for
Honeychild. Right?
Which one are you, man?
Both, I'm afraid.
Third one.
Everybody knows who you are, ma'am. Everybody knows you got a fella back in New York. And
Thanks, pal.
Life wants me downriver to cover the evacuation.
Poor Skinny will have withered away to a mere shadow by the time you get home. Maybe you ought to head back. I have someone waiting for me, I should.
Give me my speed graphic. The wide-angle lens. Come on, come on. Not the 127, the wide angle. What's the matter with you? Look at that. Excuse me, turn your head this way. You turn around. I'm a photographer for Life magazine. You.
Who does she think she
stand
is?
over here.
Queen of Sheba?
Give her your
She
baby.
treats everybody like furniture.
I don't want this baby. I don't even know her.
She's your baby for now. Okay, just go stand back here. Right here. I'm a photographer. We trade places.
Bet she never even says thank you.
Okay, just hold that. Don't move. Thanks, kiddo. That was exactly the right lens. Oh, I'm sorry I'm late. I got your telegrams. Sweet. Look, you're all ready to go to the play. Give me a cue. If I hurry, I can make the second act curtain.
Here, the first act's the point of the whole play.
Well, look at it this way. It'll play like a mystery.
Mystery? You know, I bet we've missed 100 plays because you're either late or too tired. All I wanted to do was see you, go out, go to a show, and I don't think that's asking too much.
All right. Give me a minute. Let's not go to the theater. Let's get tickets for next week.
Next week? What about tonight?
What about tonight? Henry, I know Europe is in flames now. I'm trusted in Russia, and Erskine is admired there. Even if the war doesn't break out, I think we could make valuable comparisons. Russia's changed since I was there 10 years ago, and the Soviets have translated all of Erskine's work.
Yes, of course. The only trouble is, I think the Reds will stick by Hitler.
I wouldn't be so sure of that, Henry.
You do have a good point, though, Henry. Besides, we thought in Washington for some time that the non-aggression pact would break down before long. And think how much life's readers would enjoy a husband and wife team off on such an exotic adventure.
We're not so much interested in the exotic, Claire, as we are in reporting what's going on there.
I don't think it matters how they think about it, Erskine.
Oh, excuse me. I didn't know we were supposed to enjoy having our work trivialized.
Well, I think it's fascinating. Is that trivial?
I don't know about fascinating, but I do think it's important.
Do you remember our marriage contract?
Surely come into the category of friends.
How's your daughter, Claire?
Anne? Oh, she's off in college. I would think you'd enjoy having a little girl.
Yes.
Now, wait a minute. What are we talking about here? Having babies or covering a war zone? I mean, we've never done this kind of thing before, to send a woman into this. If the Germans hit Russia, you'd be right in the thick of it.
In that case, Henry, I'm sure I'll be in safe hands.
You know, Kid has done this sort of thing before.
Hell of a mess to get you there. All the action in Europe.
Not looking for first cabin.
People need to know what's going on there. This type of news affects everyone's life.
I think that's the point I was trying to make earlier, honey.
I know.
Well, I don't see how you can argue with that, Henry. And then when you get home, you simply have to have that baby.
I think that's a swell idea, Claire.
Well, you can go to Hawaii first. That's safe. Then from there to China, and then through Siberia, and then in the back door to Moscow.
Ну давай, давай, поворачивай. Ну давай, вперед, иди, что-то я не понимаю, ну. Молодец, молодец. Да, хорошо, вперед давай. Смотри, куда пойдешь. Поворачивай, а я тебе говорю. Смотри, ну я тебе говорю, ну. Стоп, 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 стоп! Пропуск! Ты имеешь визу? Я тебе сказал... Хорошо. Пошел! Пошел! Я мог... Не смотри на папу!
Отойдите, пожалуйста.
Maria? Oh, we've been traveling so long, we thought we'd never see another friendly face. Oh, she was my translator on my first visit here. This is Erskine Caldwell, my husband.
Pleased to meet you, sure.
You're doing very well. Foreign press liaison. Your own office.
I should thank you for this, Margaret. I believe that after our travels together, I looked like an expert of photography.
And I will be allowed to take my pictures for my magazine.
Naturally, we must impose a few military restrictions. Otherwise, of course.
And to think we spent the whole afternoon in the foreign ministry just to be sent to Maria.
Imagine that.
My dear friend, you well know how my countrymen love your photos. But the truth is that my immediate superior, Comrade Lozovsky, indeed the whole Writers' Union respect your husband's work so much that they wouldn't risk offending him no matter how much they fear a security risk.
Please tell them thank you. That's very kind of them. See, they know they're writers.
This really is the best vodka. I forgot to ask you about German. I'll never forget our snowy picnic.
German Andreevich Magloblishvili was tried and found to be an enemy of the Soviet Revolution.
What? You grew up together. He was a friend of yours.
I wish you both a delightful stay.
Воздушная тревога! Всем в укрытие! Соединением гражданской обороны занять свои места! Воздушная тревога! Всем в укрытие!
just been bombed by a German plane. But this is Erskine Caldwell, still coming to you live from Moscow.
Margaret, are you all right?
Yes.
I was on the radio when it happened. Where'd you sleep? I've been looking for you all night. How can you keep working hour after hour?
Well, I made it, didn't I? I mean, I knew they were coming, and I made it. I'll go back before they sweep up the glass.
Well, there's just one picture. You damn near got killed for it.
But that's the whole point, Skinny. That picture could have cost me everything. It means everything. Don't you see?
Now, I see. You're the one who doesn't see. Don't you get it? I care about what happens to you. I want to have a home with you. I want to make a baby. This job's almost over. Kid, it's over.
But it isn't over yet.
Why take any more chances? Let's get out of here.
How they holding up over there?
I say fried chicken. Be nice. I say steak and all the trim.
Kirk White, how's it being a woman correspondent in the war zone?
A woman in a war zone. Who do you think gets killed in cities that are bombed? Why should I be less vulnerable than the women and children who live in a city under siege?
Because you're my wife and I want to hang on to you for a while.
Well, he's going to have to wait until after my next assignment.
That's all, fellas. Stay tuned for the next episode.
Hundreds of Hollywood stars are helping the U.S. war effort at home and abroad. The USO Train to Victory steamed out from California this week, making stops at military bases throughout the country. Even distinguished playwrights and novelists are going west to help maintain morale for those who keep the home fires burning.
I told you, we aren't immortal. We can't live forever. Besides, I thought we had an agreement, a partnership.
Not to lie around in California. We're supposed to work together, not rot together.
Rot. You know, this picture I'm working on isn't exactly about Abbott and Costello meeting King Kong. It's about the war. Believe me, if I could turn the outside thermostat down to 30 below so you could feel noble and suffer, I'd do it. But it so happens we're living here together and we can do our part that way.
What happened to you, Skinny?
I guess I just fell in love with you, that's all. That's all that happened. I thought you wanted the same things I wanted. Do good work and have a life together at the same time. But if that's so meaningless, I'm sorry.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't think you even care about the war, Margaret. I think you just want the thrill of it. If it wasn't the war, you'd find something else.
You're absolutely wrong. You're angry because I'm doing what you're supposed to be doing. I'm not turning my back on history.
Now you're being ridiculous.
Ridiculous? You taught me that. And I'll tell you something else. There's nothing for me here. There's nothing for you here either, except wallowing around in money while people die. If something's going on, if something important is happening, I want to be there. If I die, I die. I want to be alive when I die.
So nothing that we plan matters anymore. You know, I don't think you ever even wanted a home.
You're full of shit, Skinny. You say one thing and you mean another.
You know the trouble with you, honey, is you can't have a life with anybody but yourself.
Paul Manning speaking from Supreme Headquarters. A short time ago, General Eisenhower issued another...
Have reached most difficult decision of lifetime. decided that partnership must dissolve immediately. Present and future contain no promise. Please notify attorney steps you wish taken.
Going on in the Alps and in areas where General Patton's armies are moving so fast that German elements haven't heard of official surrender. General Patton's forces yesterday took 20,000 prisoners, but they've not released their total for this afternoon. Of some passing importance was the capture of a former Hitler aide and confidant named Buckner. Upon questioning, he admitted full knowledge of German atrocities committed in
Get him there. Come on, hurry up.
Paul. Paul, get the tripod. Set it up, Paul.
Margaret. We found something you should see. The MPs will take you over to the local mayor's office.
Suicide. They all took cyanide. That's not all there is. They even murdered their own children.
Get me my key.
Margaret Bork White went on to photograph the emergence of India as a nation, the Korean War, and the first days of the struggle in South Africa. In 1954, she started to fight her own battle against crippling Parkinson's disease. Talking to a friend, she noted, "My life and my career was not an accident. It was thoroughly thought out." She died in August of 1971.